earlier in my career, in my first counseling job, my treatment team started figuring out that I had a really good sense, even though they couldn't clinically argue why, about what kind of abuse was going into a family system, because I was the person who would often meet the family members because I ran the family addiction and trauma group. Now, there are pros and cons of awareness of subtlety, because we are observing almost constantly, and we are observing so much information. The tilt of a head, the movement of a hand, the way the air changes depending on someone's mood, the lighting, the breeze, the noise from outside of that room, tension, maybe even feeling competition from others or insecurity from others or manipulation and untrustworthiness. This can be very valuable, especially when we have tools to manage it. But without those tools, it's often exhausting, not just at the mental level, at the physical nervous system level of all of the information that our bodies are taking in, so much more than that 80 to 85% of the average person. We can exhaust ourselves. We can overthink. We can overprocess. Because we can observe so much how things could be, even how things should be, which I don't suggest shoulding. It's part of why we struggle with perfectionism. Because we can observe all the little ways of imperfection and want to correct them. Because we can observe how others feel, this really influences our propensity for people pleasing and codependency. Because if we have a lot of compassion, which we tend to as highly sensitive people, then it makes sense, especially in our little kid logic, our idealism of youth, that we could just help people feel so perfect and then they would never have to be upset. Isn't that great? Can't you hear the innocence, the idealism in that? It's why so many highly sensitive people are drawn to therapy, not just because we're struggling with our sensitivity, but because we're burning ourselves up and out, trying to live an idealized life, a perfect kind of existence that just isn't real or available. Comment with the abbreviation HSP to get a link to the full episode. Remember to find Emotional Badass wherever you get your podcasts and hit that subscribe button.